Good afternoon, my fellow yarnies. This is Classy Kim coming to you this evening, this Thursday evening. This week is going by so fast. It's 58 degrees here in Ohio, and a really nice day today. Like I said, we've been having some very good weather here, thank goodness. I want to thank everybody for coming today and watching ClassyKim's Crochet. And I'm going to show you today some items that I've purchased, items that I've finished objects, and items that are WIPs. So I don't know what order. I'm just going to start grabbing things and we'll take it from there, okay? All right, let's see here. First off, I'm going to show some mail that I received. I purchased some earrings from Crafts by the Rose, which is Tina, and you might if you might want to go over and check her channel out. I'm checking this out here. Check out that hat. She made that hat, and that is some fine that fine thread. And one day I'm gonna get like you, Tina, and I'm gonna make a hat just like that. But she does make earrings, and so you might want to go over and check her channel out and check her items. And these are the earrings that I purchased. Aren't those beautiful? I love them. Goes with a outfit that I made, and I'm gonna put that outfit on a little bit later, just because I wanted you guys to see with the earrings and the poncho together. And she also sent these earrings as well, crocheted earrings, y'all. And she sent these to me before, and this matches my outfit perfectly. This outfit that I'm wearing today is a poncho that I created with Dark Horse, and this is olive and salmon color yarn, and I was gifted that by an unknown source. And how you doing today? Thank you so much for sending me this yarn. And this is the yarn here. It's Dark Horse Fantasy. It's discontinued yarn, and it's 50% nylon, 50% acrylic. I really love this yarn. It's so light and airy, and this is the salmon color. It just had lot number, dye number. It didn't have the actual color itself, but yeah. So I also had purchased some yarn, the Dark Horse also, which is in I don't know what this color is, but it's a little bit darker color. And I wanted to show you guys, I started another one. And this is going to be the opposite. And I got these clips off of Amazon. There's some little tiny clips, and I use those as markers too. But I just want to, do it in a pinch. But yeah, this is, I'm going to make this one like this one as well. You see I added, I got that in the front rather, and I also have it in the back. And now with this one, I'm going to put this bar right here. So it's going to be like a strap right here. And sometimes I use, I write down what it takes, the chains that it takes for my ponchos. for myself and when I'm making it for other people. But sometimes the chain may not fit the yarn. For instance, this yarn is so soft and spongy. So when I found that when I made it using the chains, I did 110 chains on this one. And this will fit a 3X. However, when I do 110, and I do that because this, how I do this at the top, the front back post, what it'll do is it will you know, it's spongy, you know, it stretches like that, so it kind of draws in a little bit. So in some yarns that you use, this 110 would have been fine, but with this particular yarn, by it being so soft and spongy the way that it is, it was too wide, so it was like falling off my shoulders like this, which is okay because I could wear it like that too, right? But I thought about it and I'm thinking, I'm a pretty modest dresser, so I put the bar across the front and the back, and that keeps it from falling and, you know, all over the place. So and I'm going to do, like I said, this one as well the same way, and it's just, I'm just going to use the opposite colors. Now with this one, this is a V stitch double crochet. This one is a V stitch half double crochet. That's what this one is. Okay, and this one's gonna take a little longer to make, but you know, I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get her done. So, and of course, you know, the hat inspired by Bagel Day Crochet, because she does hers this way. It's not as it's fitting. Hers is just fitting like this, but I make mine slouchy because I like that little something in the back, you know. So, and thank you, Crystal, for the pattern. I mean, I use it a lot. I love that pattern. Okay, and so that is, so that's a work in progress. So can't wait to get finished with that. You know, our winter is coming to a close and it's getting ready to get time for, you know, our spring. And so whenever I make spring items, I think of spring and fall together. So I can wear this stuff in the spring and I can wear it in the fall as well. So, you know, there you go. Okay, so that's one item. All right. And so thank you, Tina, for my gift. And she sent some other things, but I showed it in my last video. So, okay. Another thing is, I was watching Pamela at Pamela's Knit and Crochet Creations, and I'll have everybody's link below. And Pamela was showing some hand cream that she had purchased from let's see, what did she say? It's Pamela's Crochet and Knit Corner, and she showed us some from LOLO Body Care when she went to I believe it was Stitches. I don't watch so much stuff too. But what they sent, this is the cream. It's hand cream, because I need it so bad. My hands are so dry from medications that I take, along with, of course, crocheting. When I crochet, I don't know about you guys, but because I have neuropathy, what I do is I put, you know how you take the rubber gloves, you know, that they have at the doctor's office, but I purchase them. You can buy boxes of them. So I purchased them and I cut the ends of them so I don't have to slip my whole hand in. I cut the ends of it and fit those over my fingers. when I'm crocheting, because my hands, like I said, I have neuropathy really, really bad. They hurt, and I also have Raynaud's, and I keep my hands circulated by crocheting, and so my hands get very, very dry. And this I tried some when I first got it, and it really works. I appreciate you, Pamela, showing us this cream, because I try all kinds of cream. I mean, you know, Carrie, I thought that was one of the best ones you could get, but you know, this is good for crafters, and it smells real good. All right, and in it they sent a smaller one that you can put in your purse, which I think is really cute. It's in this package here. Really cute. So I'll be putting this one in my purse. It's a little sampler one. Okay, so we got that. Okay, and oh, I purchased from Lisa Hayes, and Lisa Hayes has a company called SoSweetSoSassy, and she was showing us some key rings that she makes, and this is her card. Lisa Hayes, So Sweet, So Sassy. And this is the keychain. Isn't that neat? Now I buy them. This is pretty long, yeah. But you know, you can hold it like this, and she has it laminated, so it's not gonna, you know, come apart or peel or whatever. But I purchased it because I make bags. Okay, the type of bags that I make, you can either use it as a project bag, but I use mine as purses. Okay, and this is an example of the purses that I make, and I'll put like an emblem on there. So this one will go on one of the purses. It'll be on my bag actually, because I bought this for myself. But yeah, So Sweet, So Sassy. And this is one of my crochet bags. This is I'm sending this out, and I line it. This is the lining. Okay, and I also have pockets. I have, you know, some big pockets. I have two pockets, and I have my ClassyKim Crochet wood. That's a wood piece. So yeah, so actually, you know, Class is kept. You could wear this inside or outside, right? You can. That's pretty cool. And it's a drawstring bag. Okay. But yeah, so that's one of them. This is going out to the person that purchased it. It's going out tomorrow. Okay. And now I do put wood on the ends of these, but I didn't have any more. But the person I'm sending it to does have some wood beads. And this is for Mrs. H1 and her sister. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. H1. How are you guys doing this evening? I hope that this video find you guys laughing up a storm. But yeah, you got a box going out tomorrow, okay? Okay, so that's one of the bags. And this is another bag. And see, I buy things like this to go on the bags. And again, same lining inside. Okay. All right. And then, oh, the yarn is ice yarn. Let's see. The yarn is ice yarn. This is a bag I purchased from Karen Bambara, and Karen has a blog, and Karen's blog is Homemade by Crafty Me, and I'll have that also at the bottom. Okay, her bag, and the yarn is ice yarn. It's Lorena worsted, and this is 55% cotton, 45% acrylic. I really like this yarn for bags. I did try it on a hat, but I don't know about the hat. You know, I doubled it right here, you know, to these heads are a lot smaller than what a normal head would be. I don't know why that is. These are wig heads that I got from my local, I get these from my local beauty supply store. And you can get these, you can just go in there and ask them, can you buy their used ones? Or the ones, they might have them for sale, but they had these for $5. So you might can go to your local store and ask them, do they have any, because these come with hair on them. And the guy that worked there, he had some kind of stuff to take it off, take that plastic stuff off, because it had the hair on it. Okay, so these heads are a lot smaller than our head is normally, so these don't fit on, the hats don't fit right, but you know, I can use them for models. Okay, but yeah, I made this hat to wear it like this. Okay, and I'm using the ice yarn, the Lorena worsted, and my ice yarn, I do go through Secret Yarnery, Krista Secret Yarnery. I go through her link so she can get credit for the ice yarn. And so yeah, so, and I doubled it here, of course, to make this thicker. So it works okay on the hats, and I like that because that's going to be good summertime hat and a good springtime hat. And I'm trying to get all the colors that I can in the Lorena worsted. I would like for them to make a deep purple, you know, that deep purple, not the light or lavender. I want deep purple. So one day, hopefully they will. And I made a bucket hat out of it too. See, it don't fit right. The bucket hat, they call these a bucket hat. I went on Google and looked it up because this guy was looking for some hats. He said, I want the kind that Jimmy Walker wears, JJ on Good Times. So I had to look it up because I didn't know what he was talking about. But Jimmy wears his, you know, flat like that. But they're bucket. So all you need to do to make it bucket is you, when you make your crown, that last one that you do, say I stop at 4, and that last one you do it, you crochet just on the inner, all the way around, double crochet the inner chain, not the out, not both chains together, just the inner, and it'll give you that effect, that bucket effect. Okay, so just so you know that. And then of course that last, when you get down here where you want it to be bucket too, then you just put 1 double crochet and then 2 double crochet, 1, 2, and then that's how you make that. And then you do that all the way down to however far you want it to be. Okay, so yeah, that's what that, but it looks a lot better on a human head, and you can see the definition of it. Okay, and that's what these are too. same thing. These are all bucket. I really like this yarn here. I believe this is Charisma. I really like that yarn. Oh, as you can see, I'm watching Jeanette, Sharaya at DOYCreations. And what I do is I try to have anybody that has a channel, and you know, if I'm can't watch it, because this is one of her lives on Sunday and I'm in my meetings on Sunday, so I can't watch her. But so I'll do a replay and just let it play all the way through, so you know she can get credit, or and not just her, anybody that has that does a live or whatever, or have a one that just continues on, because you know a live, you got to sit there and read what the conversation is about, and you know when you crocheting you don't really have time to do that. So what I figured I'd do to give people credit so they can get their, you know, watch time is just go ahead and let it play, you know, commercials and all, and then that way, you know, she can get some credit for it. Since I can't, you know, physically watch her on Sundays when she's on. So how you doing, Jeanette? So I call her Sharaya. How you doing today? I just love your channel. You are just an awesome person. I really appreciate you. And I've learned a lot from you too. Okay, so our next item that we're going to show is, let me put this back in my bag. And yeah, Karen Bambara, these are her bags, and her company is called Homemade by Crafty Me. Okay, all right, that's another one down. Okay, I guess we can get into, oh, this is a bag from I believe this one is the Dabbling Hook. Yeah, the Dabbling Hook. This is her bag. It's one of the drawstring bags. And in it, I think I'm done with this. This might be a finished object, but this is a springtime, fall time shawl on the cake, and this Sun Salutation is the name of it. And I have some Sun Salutation sent to me, gifted to me. Thanks again, Mr. and Mrs. H1. Mrs. H1, she sent this this yarn. This is the one I had, but she sent me some yarn. I have it up there. And she sent it out of her collection, which her collection, her room is called Howard's House of Yarn. And I love that name for her craft stash. Okay, is Howard's House of Yarn, and I absolutely love it. That girl got everything that you can imagine. Okay, but I was letting her know that I was making a poncho, and that I didn't have enough for the one that I was making, and that I was, you know, gotta find some and order some. So she was like, no, I have some, you know, in my stash, and I'll send you some to make yourself a top. So I had already started this one last year, and this one is a little smaller than, you know, of course, when I first made this, I made the neck the way I thought I should make it for myself, but I think the neck is too small. So I'm going to be finished with this one, and I'll sell this one as a commission. This is going to be for a medium-sized person, small to medium-sized person. So I think this one is a finished object, because I am going to make myself another one out of that, and I think I'm going to make it in a different design, probably use one of Ruby Stedman's or Ruby. I'll probably use one of Ruby Stedman's. So that's a finished item. Okay. Oh, I also made this bag for a young lady who is an she does excellent in school. She does excellent. She's a sports. She plays volleyball and track, and I made this for her, this bag, and she's going on a little trip, and then, you know, she could put her cell phone in there. Then I made her this little for her lipstick, and I bought her some lipstick to go in there. This actually fits a chapstick or a lipstick, whichever one, you know. So that's, I'm going to be sending that off to the young lady, and I'm so proud of her. And I also made an extra piece so she can put her arm and, you know, carry it as a strap. And what I do is I just bought these, you get these swivels on Amazon, you know, in bulk. And then you can get these, and that's what I use, because they can take the strap off, and, or, you know, however they want to do it. Okay, but this is like a crossbody bag, and I'll be sending that off tomorrow to her. I'm so proud of her, just so proud of you. Okay, let's see what's next. Oh, I do want to, I did purchase, I got a bunch of the ZZ Twists, and I'm going to be making a lot of the summertime and fall time tops with the ZZ Twist that was on sale. And when Lion Brand sent it, they sent this book with ponchos, you know, with different ponchos that you can make. And, you know, I haven't made one with the homespun, but I have got a lot of homespun, and I've made blankets out of the homespun, and I've made hats. Matter of fact, this is one of the hats that I made out of, and you know, I make these for charity. One of the hats, you can wear it down or you can curl it up, however you want to do it. So, but yeah, this is a homespun hat. See, it makes really cute little, you can just do all kinds of stuff with homespun. But I'm going to try and make a poncho out of it, because it won't be heavy, because it's, you know, that it's like a boucle type yarn, homespun is. I know a lot of people don't like it because they can't see the stitches, but it's all about how the yarn is going to come to play, whichever one that you use, how it's going to make the pattern, you know, make the design rather, based off of the pattern, the stitch that you use. So yeah, so that came with it. And then also the program that they are sponsoring, hatnothate.org. You can go online and find out more about it. I also have a post on ClassyKim Crochet, and I know you all have heard it from, you know, different people on their podcasts, but this is the official postcard that they sent, hatnothate.org, and you can find them on Facebook, you can find them on Instagram. And what it is we ask knitters and crocheters to make handmade blue hats and donate them to our cause. In October, National Bullying Prevention Month, we distribute the hats to schools across the country for students to wear, empowering them to stand up to bullying. So you make a blue hat, you wear and share your blue hat on social media using the hashtag #HatNotHate, and you donate a blue hat to Hat Not Hate Lion Brand Yarn Company, 140 Caro Road, that's Kero Road, in Carlstadt, Carlstadt, New Jersey, 07072. That's where you send the hat, and there is the address. Hat Not Hate. This card also, it says you can enjoy a 35% discount on blue yarn only and use the code HNH35, www.lionbrand.com. Help us reach our goal at 100,000 hats. I won't be wearing mine and sharing it, but I will. This is the one. I made this with homespun, the pom-poms too. That's the back of it. This is the front. And this homespun yarn is waterfall. That's this one. So I got that one. That's the one that would have been for me, but you know, to wear, but I'm gonna send it to donate it. And this one is another one, because you know, I don't know how big the kids are, but no, there's some bigger kids in there, because I know I was one of the tallest ones in the 6th grade. So, and speaking of bullying, you know, I don't know how tall I was, but I know I was taller than the girls and the boys. And I got bullied a lot. A lot of the little short people would come up and try to push me and try to start fights with me, because of course they want to see this tall girl go down, right? And so they would always try to, you know, fight me, these little tiny people, you know what I mean? I'm like, I wasn't a fighter, so you know, they just be pushing me in my back and, you know, just trying to provoke me to fight them, and I wouldn't do it, you know. So they would think, you know, so then they call me chicken and, you know, all kind of stuff. And so I was bullied that way. But, you know, the bullying they do now, I mean, they do it online, they do it, you know, it's just really bad. And, you know, a lot of kids are committing suicide from being bullied. But this is the other one. It's just and this hat is made with Lion Brand. Colorway is sky blue. Sky blue is the lighter color, and cobalt blue is the darker color. And this is which one is this? This one is, man, I got it. I tape it to make it fit around. Man, got the name of it though. I mean the kind that it is. I know it's a bulky. Oh, Woolies, thick and quick. Yeah, and it's a 6, so it's gonna make some little kids' head real warm. I'm thinking about continuing with it and make the little flap thing with the thing, so they can tie it around their head. But I thought maybe that was more for little tiny kids, you know, maybe 5-year-old and up. Don't need that around their ears. But anyway, I'll decide. Well, I don't know. This is all I had left, so it might not happen. Okay, so those are my 2 hats, and we have, it says October. So this is my segment on it, and I will make some more to send. Okay, whether I show you guys or not, I don't know. We'll see, because you know, I get on once a month, so I don't know how time will permit it. Well, we'll see. A lot of hats I haven't shown you guys that I've made, and of course I've given them away already, so I can't even, you know, show you. But I forget about showing you guys first. So anyway, that's that campaign. And I make, someone had showed, I forget who was talking about the party yarn and what could they make out of it, or they got some as a gift. But this is what I do. I make headbands. These are the Roaring 20s, and I put glass beads on them. But this is what I do with my party yarn. Yeah. Now this whole thing was full. I had maybe 20 of them on here, and I had it for a craft fair, and some people bought some. And then a couple weeks ago, I went over to my best friend's house, and they had her sisters, we all got together and they cooked this meal. And this meal, I forgot what they call it. It starts with a P. But what they do is they take like 15 pounds of potatoes. They put it in a blender. They peel it, put that potato in the blender, puree it. Then they put it on a cheesecloth and they drain all the water out of it. And then they add flour to it. And then they roll it out and cut it. You know, and then they take that when they cut it in squares, they throw it in hot boiling water. Then they've cooked up a bunch of bacon too, okay? Chipped bacon. They chip the bacon. So in the bacon grease, after they boil it, then they throw it in the bacon grease and they fry it, okay? And it, you know, gives it that little, you know, puffy, until it gets a little puffy. Then they drain it, of course, and put it on paper towel, get all the excess bacon grease off. Then what you do is you put that on your plate. You put cottage cheese on top of that, okay, and the bacon, and you eat it like that. Let me tell you, I had never had anything like that before in my life. What was the name of it? It starts with a P. If anybody know what I'm talking about, put it below. I think it's do I want to say Hungarian? Polish? Polish. It's a Polish dish. Oh my gosh, was it good. But anyway, I said that to say, I gave all of the ladies had one of these on, and the girls and the kids. We all had one of these around our head. So that was a neat thing to do. So anyway, that's what you could do out of your party yarn, because you know it's got that glitter in there. And I had all the colors. You know, I had the red and the tan taupe, or whatever that color was. But yeah, so all right, that's that. Okay, so we've got the next thing is and I want to thank my special friend. Again, I had got a third box. I shared that with the Facebook group of yarn, and I'm telling you, what is some yarn, okay? I want to thank you again for my box, and all of it's going to be used. I've got this bag up here is all the yarn that I can make things out of. Between you and Mrs. H1 sending me the lighter yarn, you know, lightweight yarn, I am going to be making a lot of ponchos and you know, some Ruby Stedmans and some Hector Nugas and Lopez. I'm going to be making some of those summer ponchos from there, and I'll come up with a design that Mrs. J has taught me, you know, to how to measure myself, and just, you know, think of a stitch or whatever. I have that 500 stitch pattern book too. I'm going to come up with something and make something out of that yarn. So a lot of that will be used between now and fall. Okay. All right. My next thing that I have is, and I'm so excited about this. I can't wait to get this finished with this. This is my another friend who doesn't want to be named, came by my house. I had told you guys, I showed you that video before. She came by my house and brought me some Stitch Studio yarn by Nicole, and it was the cakes, and I can't show you because I've already made the anyway, she brought it in this bag that she got from AC Moore. Okay, she brought it by my house one day, and I was just so happy to see her. And I've been trying to call you, if you're watching this video, I've been trying to call you for the last couple months, and I'm not sure, you know, what's going on it just, you know, goes to voicemail. So if you're watching this, please give me a call. I'm concerned about you. I just want to make sure that you're doing okay. All right, and but what I'm doing with that, what I did was, she sent 2 of them, and they're number 2s. And I was watching Ruby Stedman, and she has a top, and it's called, she does this top doing a Portuguese double crochet stitch. Man, I like that stitch, Portuguese double crochet. So instead of doing a double crochet, you know, your normal double crochet, what you do is, you know, when you come to pull out, to go in and pull out that first section, you do the first one, then the second, and then the third. So actually what it is that you're doing is a triple crochet. Okay, instead of a double crochet, it's a triple crochet. But you do it as a double crochet style. You're just taking that double crochet and making it into a triple crochet. Okay, not wrapping it around 3 times to do the triple. You're only doing a double crochet like you normally would do it, but it's how you go into the stitch. But anyway, I'll have her link below with this top that I'm making. I've used that Stitched by Nicole, because that's cotton, and I'm using this Knob Hill casual cotton, the darker colors that the bright pinks and green that I was using. And she used mercerized cotton, and I'm telling you, it's hard to find mercerized cotton, and especially in the colors that I want, because, you know, I'm a bright color. I like bright colors, you know. And so it's hard to find mercerized yarn, especially in that quantity, to get. Now, Brene used to have it, because that's what when she made the video, that's what she was using, was Brene mercerized cotton. But they don't have that anymore. I did, man, I checked Hobie. They got Lamia, but Lamia is not mercerized cotton, okay? So if I'm going to make a top, you know, I want it to be something, so, I use the cotton and acrylic mix, so that's why I use, but this by Nicole, Stitch Studio is not, it's 100% cotton, but it's a 2, and so anyway, I doubled the yarn. But anyway, this is going to be the top. Okay, that's the top. I'm not done with it yet, and I've got my 2 panels done, my front and back. Now I got to make it larger, because, you know, I'm a bigger girl, so I'm going to put some more round, some more stitches in a round. So I got a few more rounds to do to make mine, and then it's going to have a strap, you know, across, and then it'll be connected on the sides. Okay, so this is a WIP, and hopefully I'll have it done next video. Not hopefully, no, I will have it done next video. And that was in my bag. That this is Laverne. Oh man, Laverne, you don't have your name on this bag. Hers is, it'll come to me in a minute. She has she's on Facebook, and yeah, so, and I was using, also, as I said, I was using Knob Hill. I like these deep, rich colors. And to this one, the color is fuchsia. See how deep that is? And this yarn, I got it from DBNY when they had that special. And this color is orange. See how rich that is? But the colors, as I said, in Stitch by Studio, it's like that line there. It's variegated, like, and the orange in there is variegated too, and the blue is variegated. So I wanted to put some solids in there, so that's why I used 2 different kinds. So yeah, I'll be done with that before long. So that's another WIP almost complete. Okay, then we have a baby blanket that I made. This yarn was sent to me by my friend. It's a lot left in this yarn, but I just started this blanket. So, and I'm using 2 different stitches so I can see the different stitch pattern that this yarn will make. So I probably use several different kinds. Of course, this one is the moss stitch, and then the one up here is half double crochet up here. Then I'm going to use another stitch, to see what kind of design it'll make. Okay, because this is this yarn here is Tea Berry Ice Cream Big Scoop by Lion Brand, and they made a granny. So what I'm gonna do, if there's some left, because I'm gonna mix it with this too, I'm gonna be adding this too. This is the Feels Like Butter, and this colorway is mint. So I'm gonna be adding that to it, and and I want to also start a granny out of it. I just didn't know about the granny one because, the holes. I didn't want the holes to be too big. But I guess I'll just have to use a smaller hook, But this is I think it's a 3. Yeah, it's a 3 light. So it's real thin. So, it's going to take forever to finish this blanket. But just do a little bit at a time, and then, once I get it the length I need it, then of course I'll put the border around it, which is going to be this butter. Feels like butter. But I am going to put Feels Like Butter in between, a block in between, and then continue on with this. And then the border will be. Alright, that was some. And this is, did I put the band in here? Oh man, I didn't put the band in here, but I completed. This is a completed baby blanket, so it could be for a girl or a boy. But I particularly made this one for a little boy. Did I make the hat? Oh, I still have the hat. I have the hats to make too, because I usually put 2 hats with a blanket. 2 different, kinds of colors of hats. That's in whatever colors is in the blanket. So yeah. So, and I did a shell border. And the stitch on this is you double crochet and a half double crochet in the same stitch. Well, it makes a real neat pattern. Probably can't see it too well but it makes a really neat pattern, and their little fingers don't go through there. So that's what I liked about that stitch. Okay, like I said, these stitches, I'm getting them out of the 500 stitch book pattern. So I'm learning, Mrs. J. I'm learning. Okay. Oh, this one, the yarn that I'm using for these is pistachio. That's what I'm using. Now, what I did with this particular one is I doubled the strands. So it's going to be a thicker blanket for a baby. So I got that to finish. This is going to be really thick. And I'm going to put the Premier Every Day. I'm going to mix that in some stripes in there too, and it'll be the border as well. So that is a WIP. So I have one completed blanket and 2 WIPs blankets. Okay, the next thing I have, now I had started a poncho that using a stitch, and I can't think of the name of the stitch to save my life. Oh, it was that alligator or some kind of stitch, you know, it looks alligatory. Well, that's not for me, okay? And I had this thing almost done, and I took it down. So I took it down and left my top like I always make it, you know, and left that first row on there. And I believe that this is Bag O' Day. She made a poncho, and I used her pattern up here, the top part. So the rest of it, I'm just using a half V-stitch, and whatever stitch, when I'm looking in this book, whatever stitch I decide to use is what I'm going to use, okay? In this poncho, just see what happens to it, okay? But I was like almost done with this poncho, but I didn't like how it was looking. That crocodile stitch, I don't like it. That's not for me. So, and this is yarn by Yarn Inspiration, mystery bag, and I'm using Red Heart. It's the colorway in here. I don't think I had a ball band, but anyway, that was that other. What do I have on here? Oh, Yarn Inspiration mystery yarn and Red Heart stripes, yeah. And so it was supposed to be a virus poncho, is what it was supposed to be, not one of Crystal's. It was a virus poncho. So I just left that first virus on there, and then I said I'm gonna do something different with the rest. So I like the way that top looks. Okay, so that's another WIP. All right, and this bag is, oh, my bag. Who did I get this bag? I know who it is. I know. Oh my goodness. How could I forget? Not that I forgot. I can't think of. Let's see if the card is in here. I usually keep the card in there so I don't forget. It'll come to me in a minute. Oh man. How could I forget? Beautiful bag. But I'll have it wrote down. It's on one of my other videos too. Alright, so Season of the Grannies, hosted by Krista at Secret Yarnery and Creative Grandma. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be done with mine, because I have been really busy doing commission work for some people, some ponchos, and I don't know if I'm going to be done. So what I'm doing, I like to call it, I know it's older than Roseanne's show, because this is the classic granny blanket Afghan. But you know the throw that's on the back of their couch. I've always wanted one since I saw it as a kid watching the show, right? You know, when I was younger, rather, when the show came out. But of course, we know that the Granny Squares is a lot older than the Roseanne show, and the blanket and how they made them, right? So I looked it up online, and the classic Granny Square blanket, right? And the name Roseanne comes up, you know, under the show, you know. And of course, you know, like I said, that's the classic is. But anyway, this is, I've got to start it, okay? And it says you need 68 squares, okay? I am doing the dang thing, okay? I can't wait to get this done. I've got the colors that I've used is I had the DIY yarns that I had got from Lion Brand last year, and you know, their sale that they had, and I was able to get a few more at the last one that they had, and they were 75 cents. So I like these colors because look, these colors are gorgeous. Look at these colors. I mean, they are gorgeous. The red, the light blue, the cobalt blue. You know, these colors are absolutely gorgeous. And the orange, the red, there's a light blue, it's an ocean. Is it called ocean? Aqua blue. Well, anywho, I have some more coming, and they're the cream. This got, you know, because I didn't get the cream colors in there, and I wanted all colors in this blanket. So I have done, I thought I had another one. I've got 10 on each, and these are on the binders. You buy the binders. Let me show you the packet. And Mrs. H1, your binders will be in your bag, in your box that I'll send off tomorrow. But these are the Dollar Tree. You get the binders, $1, okay? And you get 8 of them in a pack. Well, you know, you can use those to put your granny squares, because you know the granny squares will be all over the place, you know, in the bag if you don't do this. And so I have 10 on each one. Okay, so yeah, all kinds. I can't wait till this blanket is done, y'all. What I'm using is the DIY in the middle, and then my outer is Caron 1-pounder black. Okay, so that's what I'm working on, and I'm waiting on my Lion Brand to come in so that I can finish it. Hopefully, now I forget, when did y'all say it's due? I don't think I'm gonna be done, but we'll see. Okay, never say never. But we shall see. I'm excited to get that blanket done. Now I also, out of the DIY yarn, making one of those will make this size square. Okay, you'll have a little bit left, but not enough to go around one more time. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds that one of those will make. 8 rounds, and it's a little bit left. Okay, now I did have a couple of them that didn't even go all the way around 8 times, so you know I had to dip into the other one, to another one. So anyway, this is the length that it's going to be. All right, and then I saw, okay, who was it that I saw? And I said I have got to copy off of you. It was, bear with me. You know who you are too. Oh man, we were going back and forth and asking her questions. Oh my goodness, I want to say that it's Trisha Swift, I believe. Hi Trisha, I think it was you and I, because she's making a blanket. I'm looking down this list here for her blanket. She's making a blanket, and the way she did her squares, I like it. So I said what I'm going to do is I'm going to do whole blocks, you know, solid blocks, and then the second half of the blanket I'm going to do, I I believe it was, yeah, it was Trisha. I can't find the post, but I know it was Trisha Swift. She has done so many blankets, y'all. Oh my goodness, and showed us on Facebook. I mean, awesome job. She's been cranking those blankets out, okay? And of course, like Teresa Patton, she's doing hers. I saw it, and she's doing hers, and that black and white one right there. Man, I'm like, girl, that is gonna be nice when you get finished with that one. But I know I can't. Oh, with the bag, since I got my computer up here, this Busy Peach bag. The name of the business is Busy Peach. Duh. Duh. Laverne at Busy Peach. Okay, but anyway, it was Teresa Swift. I know it was, but anyway. So this is how I'm gonna do the second row, which will be the same color as this. So this will match that, and then I'll have the 4 squares to match this, okay, in these colors that's below it. And so then the next one, I'll probably do another solid and then do the block until the length is the length that I want it, okay? So yeah, so I'm excited about this, and this again is DIY yarn. Like I said, one to do one of these blocks. So I mean, you know, what's so good about those is the beautiful, vibrant colors. They pop, okay? And you don't have to, yeah, getting a whole skein would be good, you know, but I know one of those will do one block. So, you know, hey, 75 cents a block. Let's just look at it like that. I know that's probably not as, you know, I just like the colors, okay? I'll pay the 75 cents for the colors. Now, the $2, I wouldn't pay $2 for it. I just would rather, you know, see how much was. I don't think they even make them in the skeins, in the big ones. I don't think they do. No, they don't. I haven't seen it. Okay, so my next project that I've done is I've had this bag a couple years, and I saw Krista at the Secret Yarnery. She had this tote right here, and this tote is called Timoy tote. Man, this is a nice tote. And my friend Mrs. H1, her and I are doing a special project. I'm not going to tell you what the project is, but I will show you my colors. My colors, and I have them in my bag like this, and you can just pull them out, you know, the colors that you need. In my bag, they each has the slots, you know, that you can pull the yarn out. So I can just close this sucker up and take it anywhere I please. So I'll be going over to my other friend's house this weekend, and I'll take this bag with me and work on some squares. But this is the color scheme. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you guys what we're making, but this is the color scheme. Isn't this neat? Okay. And hers, she's got hers, doing hers a different color too. I think hers is going to be, I know hers is going to be a different color. It's not going to be the same color as mine. She's got some gorgeous colors too. But Mrs. H1, I'm excited about this. And we have a goal. I think we were looking on to August, or, you know, by fall to have it done. So this is what I got done so far. So I'm going to be working on that this weekend. And I'm excited about it. Okay. Now, next thing that I have, Setta. I haven't done any items yet for your calendar, but I did follow instruction. I got my calendar. I do have my calendar, and it's so good to physically have this calendar in my hands, right? And I ordered it from the bank in Alaska, and they sent it to me. And I will be working on my projects, because mine, I want to do, you know, some hats, so that way the hats, I can get them ready for my charity. You know, I work on charity projects in the summertime, so that I can be ready to give them out in the wintertime. The wintertime season is what I use for my commission, because that's when people want stuff, and that's when I do my custom items, okay, for people. You know, I don't get, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, I give away more than I you know, people buy, but that's okay. I'm not no worries, okay? I'm not even tripping about it. But yeah, these calendars, I can't wait, these colors and stuff like that. And I wish I had saved this one, because this one, this color here, this is the unforgettable, it matches this perfect. And I saw that you had used it on what month? I think, is it? No, wait, for this. Man, it was that's perfect. But I'm gonna come up with another color, and I think I might have another unforgettable that is this, more of this color, that I'm gonna make something out of. But now let's see what else. I think that's it. Oh no, I'm not done. I'm getting ready to I want to show you something though. Sharon Pamela, I'm done, girl. I finished it. This is, I saw Sharon Pamela. She had made a hat, it's in cowl, and I said, I gotta have that yarn, okay? I just gotta have it. I gotta have it. So I told her I'm gonna get myself some and make a poncho out of it, right? Next thing I know, she sent me 6 of these, okay? And what it is Charisma. They had that sale going on by Loops and Thread at Michael's. It's 109 yards, and this one is Northern Lights. Let me tell you, y'all, this stuff, this is a what ply is this? This is a 5-ply bulky. Well, check out my poncho, y'all. Okay, I am ready for this fall and this next winter coming up. Now, if we have a big fall, I mean a big snowstorm, I'm gonna wear this. I can't wait. Okay, so I made this hat. Now, how I made this hat is like a Tunisian stitch, but with a crochet hook. TL Yarn, Tony at TL Yarn showed us how to do this stitch with your crochet hook. Oh man, what's the name of the stitch? I think she called it Tunisian, but with the crochet hook. Well, that's how I made this hat. And I put some beads right here in the front, give it a little pizzazz. And I made the cowl long enough so that when I'm on that blizzard that we have, that whenever we have one, that blizzard, I'm gonna be ready to wear my cowl this way. Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna be good and toasty. Sharon Pamela, girl, thank you so much for this idea. I really appreciate it. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. And it is heavy. I will not, this is good for fall. I'm not going to need a coat on with this. I mean, the sleeves is even long enough where, you know, it's perfect. You know, all I have to do really is just wear a long sleeve shirt if I want to. But I get real hot, so, you know, it ain't cold. It just depends, but I'd rather be cold than hot, okay? Any day. But anyway, yes. So that's that. I got another one to show you. Tina girl, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm talking about. Bam! That's what I'm talking about. You guys, check out Tina's earrings. Tina from Craft by the Rose. This is what I was going to show y'all. You know, I had this on the last time I was on. I'm like, I got to have some earrings. And I thought about Tina and her earrings. And I purchased these from her. And you will not be disappointed. And I know she put some work into it. Because working with those little tiny crochet needles, hooks rather, no, don't think so. And of course my hat I designed, and I put some beads on the end, and I can drawstring this, and if I just want to, I can take it off and use it as a bag. I can use this, put my wares in there, you know what I mean? Whatever. I can use it as a crochet bag, you know? So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this. Isn't this just neat? I love it. So that's going to be it, concluded for today. I really appreciate you all being here. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Hold up, I'm not complete. Gotta put my cell phone bag, and I make these long enough where they sit in the front of me instead of crossbody. So that's what this is. Sits in the front, so when I'm driving I don't have to take it off or whatever, you know, and I can reach for my cell phone, not when I'm driving, you know, but I can, when I go in the store, it's in the front of me and I don't have to go digging for it in a bigger purse. So that's what I've done, how I made this bag here. And it's the buttons, it closes like so. Okay, so all right, well, that's it. And you all have a good rest of the evening and a great rest of the week and weekend, and I will talk at you all later. This is ClassyKim. Peace out, my fellow yarnies.